Today we're going to make a sweet pastry crust recipe, which is also called pâte sucrée, which is essentially a sweet tart dough that can be made into mini tartlets or a large tart or even a pie crust for like a banana cream pie. Let's get into it. So sucrée is basically kind of like making a tart dough slash cookie dough. It's like a combo of both methods. So what I've got here, I already actually softened my butter because you know me and I can't plan ahead. So I had to soften that in my bowl first, but I wanted to show you just how soft and like silky. Do you see how tempered this is? It's very soft butter. If you just let it sit out at room temperature, you know, for an hour or so, it's gonna get there as well. All right, in the bowl of our stand mixer, this is powdered sugar, battle, and then we're gonna cream that. Maybe start it a little lower right now because, you know, powdered sugar likes to fly all over the place, much like cocoa powder. And just gradually increase the speed. Now this isn't going to get light and fluffy like it would with granulated sugar because the granulated sugar kind of like cuts the butter and traps air in there, right? So this isn't going to do that. It's just going to get kind of silky smooth. Apparently my powdered sugar was rather chunky, so not in love with that concept. Just gonna try and get some of those lumps out myself. One could have sifted one's powdered sugar, and one would be in a better place than I am. Just know that. So now we're gonna add our eggs one at a time. It helps if your eggs are room temperature. Mine are not. I know it's not gonna incorporate as well, but here we are. It's gonna look a little scary in there. A little like Halloween, if you will. But do not worry, because it will incorporate. You have to remember that this is mostly butter. And butter and eggs are not the best of friends without sugar around. Just know. But they will become friends. Just you watch. Now if you put all the eggs in there one at a time, they might not become friends. You need to allow, you know, it to incorporate at its own pace, right? Give my bowl a little scrapey scrape. This is in effect a very foolproof, easy, you know, tart or pie dough. You do need to be careful with the gluten, like the mixing method isn't quite as persnickety, right? You know, you don't have to decide the perfect time to add your liquids or, you know, it's no stress. What we have here, I'm just going to show you because I feel like you're going to be blown away. What we've got here is, you know, like a buttery, eggy, sugar cream situation. I know, right? So what we're going to do is add our flour. So it's kind of like a combination method of like a cut-in method and the creaming method. It's like, it doesn't know where it wants to be, but it's in a happy middle. So I've got AP flour, which I am going to add. And I've got kosher salt. Could I have whisked this into my AP flour? Yeah. Do we need to? No. Save your whisking for whatever your filling is. And just kind of start it on low. And we are going to cut in our butter, sugar, creamed egg mixture. Yeah. And you're like, this doesn't look right. Patience. Trust. Check this out. What we've got here is sucree! I'm gonna let it go just one more round. Could I finish it by hand? Sure. This is a large batch, know that, okay? I am making a larger batch so that I have some for my freezer because you never know when you'll have a tart situation that needs to be addressed, and I'll be ready. So we've got like kind of a cookie dough situation here. It still needs to be handled with care and love because it is still, you know, flour and you can still create gluten with it. We used AP flour, which has higher gluten content, higher protein content. So it's, you know, it could shrink, it could, you know, have all the same issues that a brisée does. if it's mishandled, right? So you want your tart dough to stay perfect and not shrink, and so you got to treat it with love and care, even respect. So I'm going to take my Sucrée out. Now, as I said, this is 3 or 4, depending on what you're making, Sucrées, right? So this is 4 tarts. So all I'm going to do is take this. Do you see how nice this is? Like, we don't have to do anything to it. It's ready, it's done, it's here, it's perfect, it's happy for us. And we're just going to divide it. And then I'm just going to take these little packets and we're going to wrap them. And then we're going to chill them. You can also freeze them already rolled out. So if you want to make your future life and future self really happy, then you could totally just roll this and chill it, and then roll it out. And then you've already got your tart shell already in the freezer, and you need no extra work. So now we've made pâte sucrée, or sweet pastry crust, and we are ready to chill this and then roll it out. I would chill it for at least 2 hours, or you can freeze it for up to a month. And then you are ready for any tart. You can make my mini tartlets with this. You could make a full tart. You could also use this as a pie crust. The world is your oyster.